Okay, Monika.
So we at Mediacampus Frankfurt, we don't feel as a Porsche. We are just an educational training house and a private school. Hello, everybody. My name is Monika, and I'm very happy to be here and to share with you. Here? I have to do like this. To share with you what we do for the big book industry at Mediacampus Frankfurt. First of all, I ask you for understanding that I will use my script because my English do sleep a little bit. I've been the managing director for 14 years at Mediacampus Frankfurt, as well as the head of the educational department of the German Bookseller and Publisher Association. The Mediacampus Frankfurt has a long tradition and was founded in 1946, so we are we are more than 75 years old. We were founded as a vocational training school, and since then we have developed into the main vocational education institution for the book and media branch in Germany. We offer educational programs from career beginners to long-term professionals. That means, in particular, we create a talent pool for the entire German-speaking book industry. Nearly every professional in the book industry has been to our campus, like Nana, at least once in their professional lifetime, be it for educational training or for furthering education seminars. In fact, around 4,000 participants take part in our educational programs every year, either in person or via distance learning. Additionally, we offer more than 100 events on literature every year, including readings, publishing presentations, panel discussions, and interviews like here. The main purpose of our institution is to education and qualify the future generation of skilled professionals and to provide them with the tools they need to succeed in their industry. We provide vocational training. It's a special system in Germany. We call it dual system, duale Ausbildung in Germany, and this for different professions like book retailers, retail, sales professionals, managing assistants in publishing, and a new profession for us is the retail professional in e-commerce. We will start at the end of 2022. Including furthering education programs at the bachelor level. For example, we are the sole furthering education provider for book retailers and managing assistants in publishing in Germany. This is a real unique selling point for Mediacampus Frankfurt, as we provide not only a basis education for these professionals, but also furthering education programs at the bachelor level to qualify them for specialists and managerial positions in their fields. We also offer this furthering education program in e-commerce. How can I come back? Like this, yes. Additionally, there are different types of programs we provide for our partners. Seminars on campus, in-house trainings, wherever our partners are based, distance learning courses, as well as personal coaching or consultings. With about 100 seminars per year, our program covers all fields of publishing and bookselling, from production to sales and business development, from basic classes to management courses and soft skill. I have some magazines for you, maybe someone is interested. Digital learning has always been a key aspect of Mediacampus Frankfurt, and not just since the corona pandemic. For example, we provide an e-learning platform for our students and participants. This gives them the opportunity to choose from various learning offers and contents in order to follow their individual, self-paced learning needs. We call this offer Campus to Go, and it includes, for example, an e-learning platform, an integrated evaluation tool, but also, and that's very important and new for us, we had embedded video courses. And speaking of video courses, here you can see our some impressions of our video studio, which we have been running since 2020 for our own media production. Actually, we have about more than 80 learning videos on all subjects of the book trade and publishing like. Providing vocational and furthering education programs does not come without challenges. And the current challenges that face the German book market are so numerous that we cannot discuss them all. I'd like to focus on 3 core topics. There is a dramatic shortage of skilled workers, specialists and executive managers in the book industry that fundamentally threatens the corporate success of the industry. As a result, that's the second of the corona pandemic, newly hired employees have been working remotely for more than 2 years. So we are facing the big challenge of an adequate employee-company connection. Among other things, this situation makes it necessary to rethink, restructure, and relaunch personal development. And while the topic of sustainability was still a faraway goal a few years ago, today it is one of the most important goals of companies in the industry. As I already mentioned, part of our mission is to support small and large book industry companies, publishers and retailers throughout their whole change process. For example, for the leading German book retailer with some 450 outlets, we have worked in close cooperation on their company rules, future strategy models and company's principles based on their economic goals and budget requirements. The company called this project Strategy and Culture 2025. This is a very complex scheme for some 4,000 employees. The goal of this process is to clearly and transparently define and communicate company aims for all stakeholders. Mediacampus has developed the implementation concept, and we also moderate really hundreds of workshops and discussion groups. Another example is a media house in the STM section, which is doing business in many different countries and which has been highly affected by the slowdown of business during the past 2 years of corona pandemic. Now all employees have back to the offices, and in some way they have to reconstruct themselves in terms of their duties, competences and customer connections, and self-awareness in terms of changing professional circumstances. We have managed to bring the leading figures of the company together and to define areas of improvement for in-house communication, customer communication, and open questions of how to conduct their work after the pandemic. Therefore, we have provided different business cases to help them to recognize the companies and their own personal situation in order to improve profit goals. The results of our workshop will be communicated by newsletter, I give you a picture here, and written material to all employees to assure the best overall achievement for the media house. One more and last example refers to a special challenge that has come to all us during pandemic. The extensive and increased use to remote work regarding technical, emotional, and communication challenges. This includes labor processing and the extension of video conferences and digital needs and skills that professionals practically had to learn overnight. Many publishing houses have contacted us with a specific demand for training to support newly hired young professionals and new staff who had to work at home over long periods of time without any personal contact and to colleagues and the management. Some of them have been in companies for more than 2 years without having met colleagues and management in real life. So now we have to train them on topics and questions like, what does the process of labor according to their special personal situation mean? What is the importance of added value in a company? How can we create an understanding of how individual roles play into the overarching goals to the company? In the reality of the modern labor market, interaction is a key figure of success. Usually, people learn that by doing day-to-day work or communication with other people in the company. The special situation of remote work has prevented many people from achieving a high level of communication and interpersonal skills. This phenomenon has appeared widely in German publishing and bookselling houses. We teach those people to catch up. Now we come to another main issue on contemporary working and management, the different goals of sustainability, as this is also a topic of this conference. Climate change has become a main political and controversial issue that has drawn the attention in society all over the world. Fridays for Future is one of the most recent movements that stands for it. Also, the issue is not new to the book industry. Now sustainability has become a main subject, and this is a different situation than in the past. In Germany, the demand of big retailers to force publishing houses into a climate-balanced footprint of their production has increased tremendously. Results in sustainability has become a KPI in the economic price tag for companies. Therefore, Mediacampus Frankfurt has hired freelanced experts in material management, technology, and specialists with recycling expertise. Sustainability has become a very complex issue on daily work all over. So we provide seminars with them, like in-house seminars, lectures, and conferences. But also we at Mediacampus Frankfurt have been challenged in the same way. We have instituted a so-called green guide for all people working or attending classes or seminars to Mediacampus. Almost all students who attend our courses spend some time in the dormitory and in the guest houses, including 3 meals a day and food service. It is obvious that during the winter months, the heating in the building is being discussed. Part of the Green Guide is to save energy by reducing the temperature. To do so, it is mandatory that everyone is aware of the necessity of energy saving. That means clearly communicating our goals with all stakeholders so that we can ultimately implement them and save energy. Furthermore, the use of printing paper in an institution like ours has been massive, really massive. At Mediacampus, that means phasing our printing paper by initially cutting our supply in half and gradually providing scripts and textbooks only as downloads. So in the last point, it's the shortage of skilled workers. In general, the lack of qualified and skilled personnel has increased for all kinds of industry, such as automotive and pharmaceutical, and the book industry as well, dramatically during the pandemic. The main reason for that is based on demographic changes. Even immigration has not led to a more comfortable situation in Germany. For the book industry, the competition of recruiting young professionals has become as challenging as ever. It is therefore necessary to support employees throughout their entire career, from the time they join the company to the time they leave, with tailored training and furthering education. As a result, all questions of human resources have become most important for first-level management. We have been authorized to develop new kinds of study programs, courses, and furthering education programs in the fields of e-commerce, online management, leadership programs, production improvements, and so on, in which students can earn qualifications on the bachelor level. At the same time, we discuss with industry management on how to retain employees at the beginning and end of their career by giving them incentives to stay in the book industry. That means providing resources such as training programs, special onboarding programs, sabbatical leave, different career options, and work-life balance. Most recently, companies have been placing importance on positively contributing and supporting all employees as part of their professional life cycle. Mediacampus Frankfurt is also involved in providing support for companies and their employees. Thank you very much.